What's good, y'all? Hope everybody's living well and staying blessed. It's your boy, Markus B. As always, I'm joined with the one and only Mr. Evan Simmons and new guy, Chris. This is episode 105 of Holla Me with yours truly. And today it's me and the boys sitting down. And
Millennial guilt is a real thing. And that's why we all feel bad whenever we ask for something, even though they messed up your order at the restaurant. Also, turns out Evan loves mani-pedis, as do I, and I think that everybody should be okay with that, and you should take care of your nails. We also talk about shaving. We're super behind on the Alec Baldwin news, but if anybody that hasn't heard about it, we get into it, as well as just, in general, just food, man. So if you like what we're doing out here, make sure you like, follow, share, and subscribe. Help your boys out, man, to get it out to as many people as possible. Get that in the algorithm of whatever other type of podcasts there are out there. Help us out. We'd greatly appreciate it. If you guys need any supplements, nutrients, vitamins, workout apparel, make sure you go to Redcon1. Use promo code T20MarkusB under tier operator before checkout. Help support the podcast as well as you get an extra 20% off of your order. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Peace.
Or anything.
I didn't have facial hair for a long time.
I just got facial hair. Like
I'm still working on it. I've been taking biotin. I don't know if that's going to help, but we'll see.
some people go through it. You get like, I didn't start growing any kind of beard thing until I was like 23, 24, 23, 22. That's when I first started like getting any kind of like, I couldn't successfully grow out hair. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I found these pills that are biotin. That's 5,000 milligrams.
Yeah.
It's like 16 times the daily recommended amount. So
That's just good for like hair growth or what?
hair, skin, and nails.
Huh. I'll use that. You got a manicure?
Hmm?
You've ever got a manicure? Yes.
Yes.
Right on the mic. That's a great sound, bud.
Yeah. I love getting a mani-pedi. Yeah.
I've got a pedi.
It's good.
Hey, did you check the phone to make sure there was enough space this time?
Yeah, I deleted everything.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I love getting a mani-pedi. I got one time. I was like with my mom or something like that. I've been meaning to go with like every group of like friends I've had since like college.
Is there a good nail salon here?
There was one.
What a question.
Is that here? There was one
thought you would never say. Is there a good nail salon?
Podcast full of guys. Is there a good nail salon around here?
I think there was one either here or somewhere. It might have been here. It wasn't. No, I think it was here. I like walked into it by myself. I was just out. No, this had to be in Denton.
It's a bold move.
I drove out there and I went to the nail salon by myself. I just want to see how much it costs. I was like, how much does it cost to get a mani-pedi? Like, I want to get everything cleaned off. I want to get like cuticles and a clear coat, and that's it. Like, I just want to get all my stuff done. Walked in, looked for a second, looked at a sign, and I'm out. Now notice, I said looked at a sign. I didn't read what was on the sign. I just made eye contact with the sign. Okay.
Was it?
Tried too hard.
Saw big bold letters, $10. That's too much.
$10. Yeah.
I can't swing that.
I can't do 10. That's lunch. Yeah.
I'd rather have lunch stuck in my nails.
Just salt. Just got French fries.
That's such a gross. I'm such a tactile issue.
Yeah. Are you a big nail cutter?
Yes. I cut my nails and don't buy my nails. I think people that bite their nails are garbage people.
Same.
Anybody listening, you're a garbage person if you bite your nails. I don't care if it's a nervous habit. Stop it.
Yeah. Man.
But yeah, big on clipping the nails, big on keeping the nails clean as well.
See, I don't really. I mean, I know how to keep them clean. You wash them, but like, I don't notice they aren't clean until the nails are long. when the nails are long and you start seeing like that like residue.
Any bit of residue underneath.
Right, I'm like,
if I just see like one piece of black underneath one nail, I clean that out. Then I'm like, well, might as well clean everything.
yeah, and do you clip like down to like the nub?
No, I don't. I think that's also trashy. I think
What?
you should have some nail.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because you need nails.
You need thumbnail.
You need all your nails.
Maybe index.
Do you
finger.
just want? Yeah. Well, see, the issue is if you have just one long nail, it looks like a Coke finger.
I mean, you don't even need nails. You don't need nails. You want nails. There's a difference.
No, you need them, man.
No, I come down to all the white off.
Down to the nub.
Nah, man.
So I don't have to cut
That's
them
not
as
it.
often.
Again, that's when I feel the most like surgical. When I'm at like full like.
But I feel my fingers are useless if I don't have any nail.
Yeah, no, my nails get in my way. At least with what I do.
Right. that's
I'll
how.
stand by what I said.
That's how I feel. Like I feel like my nails are like weights, like little tiny weights.
Little tiny fingy
Just
weights.
little tiny little. I can't even think of the size. like quarter of an ounce. No, I gotta,
Just get you your finger raises going.
finger strength. Boom, boom, firepower. Yeah, I don't know. That's a. Yeah, I kind of want to get a mani-pedi. Was that no? I think when I was in college, we had this dream of doing mani-pedi and barbecue. So you do barbecue first, then you go get a mani-pedi.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, saying in the reverse is gross. Saying it the right way is
Doesn't roll as well.
no.
Yeah.
Get a mani-pedi and then eat barbecue.
That feels disrespectful.
Yeah, right. No.
Like you're just pooping on the Vietnamese lady that just did your nails.
Yeah, you go get some barbecue. You make your hands as dirty as possible and yourself as full as possible. You're like sitting there with peach cobbler and stuff.
Still
and
also feels mad disrespectful because then you're gonna go to the Vietnamese lady and be like, clean this.
no, you wash your hands. you wash your hands before you go. You go.
You're gonna walk in there and be like,
Yeah.
I need a sauce off.
I'm so
Just
with
give her sauce fingers.
ugh.
I had
Sauce on your
ribs
fingers.
earlier.
you fall asleep in the chair, wake up, and then
That'd be beautiful. That would be so nice. You just wait.
she's sucking on the last finger.
Oh,
Just that idea.
what a visual! What a visual!
I don't like
You
that.
thought you were getting a mani-pedi.
Turns out,
You just got your fingers.
old lady just sucking them dry.
It's your fault for eating barbecue before.
Finger looking good. That'd be nice to just wake up and you're just like, I mean, not having your fingers sucked, but having them be like clean after having ribs and peach cobbler and stuff. You just couldn't imagine. Like you have ribs, brisket, sausage, mac and cheese, green beans and peach cobbler, and then you get your fingers cleaned.
The idea of dessert, and again, I'm not stomping out the idea of dessert.
But you're not a sweets person.
I enjoy a good dessert, but it is so strange. The idea of you eating everything that you said, followed by a peach cobbler. Like conceptually, like that just in like an Italian restaurant, you get shrimp scampi. Like your appetizer was
I
like
thought you were gonna say shrimp for dessert.
no. It's like you get spinach artichoke dip for
Yeah.
your appetizer.
Yeah.
You get a Caesar salad, then you get shrimp scampi, and it's followed by a cheesecake. Like that, conceptually, so stupid. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the heaviness of it doesn't make
It's
sense.
the heaviness. It's the flavor complex because the flavor complex from appetizer, soup, salad, entree, it gets denser.
Do you not get like eating on sweet, like ending on sweet?
No, I do. I'm saying, follow me,
The type of sweet.
huh?
That's what you're talking about. It's like Not the type of sweet, but
Just a bit, like I said, you're ramping up to like we go to a steakhouse.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your appetizer going to be?
Spinach artichoke.
Spinach artichoke dip. Okay, real simple, real thin, real light.
Yeah.
Okay, then you get a baked potato soup. Right?
No. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Excuse me. You'd get salad first,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you get salad. Maybe you get like a
So I kind of just want salad and steak.
Cobb salad,
Wedge.
something like that. Ranch. If you're a child, you got to have a better flavor complex.
Yeah, I'm getting a Caesar salad regardless of where I'm at. Caesar
salad is fantastic. I've been meaning to learn a Caesar recipe so I can make my own Caesar.
I want to make that Caesar salad at the what's that Mexican restaurant? It's like the original place of the Caesar salad. It's like they put like it's like anchovy juice and like lemon
Caesar is
and
made of anchovy, right?
Hmm?
You know all.
Yeah,
Caesar's
yeah.
Anchovy? Okay.
I'm trying to like remember what was all in it.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Anyways, you do the salad, then you get your baked potato soup, or something like that. Like, like it's a heartier, but it's still a soup. And then you just get this like 12-ounce porterhouse steak, side of mashed potatoes, side of green beans, super dense quality. And then all of a sudden, you're just gonna lay on top of that a piece of chocolate cake, like that doesn't. That just feels so strange to me. That there's no post entree pre dessert meal.
You want like a what's it?
I don't know what I want,
What's that called? It's the thing. It's like a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
There's like a word for it. It's like a French word for like.
Can you look up the French word for palate cleanser?
Dang it, I can't remember. But yeah, you want that kind of like
just like
something
something
like
in between. It just doesn't.
a raspberry tort. Like
Nah, even that feels so like
I was like I'm trying to like picture like what that is.
any dessert.
All I can picture is like
feels
fruit.
strange to me.
All I can picture is fruit, like because you need acid after a big meal. I think you need acid. You need like citrus.
Entrements?
Entremont?
On,
I think it's
maybe.
ENTREMONTE.
No O, but it's another E.
Okay. Entremont, yeah. Don't wait. We good?
Yeah.
Okay. I every time it clicks,
Quick
I'm
cleansers
like
are also known as.
palate cleanser.
I didn't know. Palate cleanser also known as the word.
Entremont.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. So. In Normandy, and Burgundy, and I don't know French. Not all small dishes served between courses are palate cleansers. That's all that says.
Oh.
I don't know. It's just it's a weird thing to me. That like
Because the idea of a palate cleanser makes sense to me. You want to like get your tongue ready for the next like.
yeah, absolutely.
Well,
The ride up to a steak makes sense on your palate, and then all of a sudden you're just like skipping tracks to this sweet ass dessert.
you go from like the charred flavor of a steak to like like.
But I think that's what like is part of the dessert is like the drastic difference, the dramatic change.
Right.
Like anytime I go to BJ's and I get the prime rib, which is
And
always
you end up
wildly disappointing.
Yeah.
God bless. I need to stop getting the prime rib.
Yes.
But then
I
you get the
recommend
bazooki
that.
and it's just like, this feels strange.
What kind of bazooki you get?
Last
tried
time
a couple.
Last time we were there, we got like a
Just got
chocolate
this-
chip.
Just a straight ahead chocolate chip with vanilla ice cream. I've gotten the monkey bread before. I love monkey bread.
I say we normally get the monkey bread.
I think I tried the white chocolate macadamia before. It was pretty trash though.
Do they have like a chocolate one? I'm such a chocolate person.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, literally, but no, not literally, but
By the way, I don't know if you're into. I'm sure you are, but the appetizers at BJ's, the avocado egg rolls,
Delicious.
those are so good.
well,
The Southwest egg rolls at Chili's, A1.
Okay.
Enjoy those.
Huh. Yeah, because I don't know what kind of thing would go in between. That charred to sweet thing is a very. It's a big
strange,
jump. It's a
right?
big
when
jump.
you think about it, it's pretty strange.
Yeah, but it works.
And I think
works.
more so the strange bit is like the standard desserts for the entrees.
Like if you get a steak, you're getting a chocolate cake.
Like you get steak, chocolate cake, a la mode.
Yeah. You get pasta, you get tiramisu.
Yeah, maybe a creme brulee.
Yeah.
Like, which is just so.
You just had a bunch of fettuccine, and now you get
this like charred custard.
Yeah.
That's better than. I don't remember the places we went to, but there was 2 dessert options. It was first one was fried cheesecake,
Delicious when done right.
and then
Big drop off.
Sounds painful.
Big drop off when done incorrectly.
I think the second was just like ice cream.
Like ice cream by itself makes a lot of sense to me.
But
Any toppings on the ice cream?
No,
Just
straight
ice.
up vanilla.
not even like a little like cream.
No syrup.
Maybe it is just my
Like your lack of sweet.
lack of sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really getting what you're trying to say.
No,
No.
Am I just
Because I like that contrast. I like that like
Yeah.
like
I
had
think that's what the dessert is for that contrast, the dramatic change.
like we went to this super nice restaurant in Dallas, and I had accidentally ordered. Okay, it sounds dumb. All right, it sounds pretty dumb. So, if I said shaved ribeye on garlic bread, shaved ribeye on charred garlic bread, what do you picture?
like a done up Philly?
Okay, so is that what you picture?
Don't really know what any of that means. So
God damn it, Chris!
Like it's like
What the
shaved steak
I don't know
on
what a shaved steak is.
Oh my God!
just like chopped up beef.
It's not chopped though. It's
Shaved.
imagine a steak. Yeah, have you gotten sandwich meat?
Thinly sliced.
Sandwich meat?
Yeah,
Thinly
thinly
sliced.
sliced. Have you gone to like behind the counter and like let me get the size 2?
No one does that
Bought
anymore.
in the
Marcus.
package deli meat.
No one does that anymore. Marcus.
Yo, that's the only
People-
way I get sandwich meat.
You like ask for it?
Hell yeah!
That requires interaction.
Sorry, you're antisocial and you
There
like
is the,
mediocre
like-
lunch meat.
Correct.
At the HEB, there is like their meat that they put out like that day
Yeah.
Yeah.
that you can buy. But those
Anyways,
are also more expensive.
So imagine that, but steak instead of ham. Okay.
Okay.
So
Follow
basically-
so far,
Yeah.
and then you get a piece of bread, you put garlic butter on it, and
Mm-hmm.
then you put it on a grill, therefore causing the char.
Okay.
So put the steak on the charred bread. What are you envisioning?
Exactly what you just said.
Okay. So here's what I pictured. For some reason, we were at this really fancy place, so
Yeah.
I was not thinking this
you
would be.
described like what it looks like, and then asked, "What are you picturing?"
Continue your story.
We're at this really fancy place, and it was like knife and fork, like
Yeah.
fancy restaurant. I was not expecting it to be like a. I was expecting like for some reason just a pile of meat and like 2 little like X's of like garlic bread. I was just like, oh, it'd be like a weird, like a deconstructed, like.
Okay.
No, just a sandwich. Just a Philly cheesesteak.
Just a fancy
A
Philly.
Philly cheesesteak with an au jus like on the side of it and some peps. Like I was like,
So it was like closer to a French dip then?
yeah. It was.
God,
Don't get me wrong. It was. Oh, delicious.
Few things make me feel better than a good French dip.
Mm.
God bless.
But it was nice having. After that, we had this chocolate gelato, and it was nice having a little scoop of gelato
See,
at the end
makes
of it.
perfect sense to me. Something very simple.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
but something else, like something heavier. Like if we got chocolate cake with a gelato scoop on top of it, you'd be
Way
like,
too much.
you'd be like, why?
Like I'm thinking, like you said, peach cobbler after ribs. That sounds
Delicious.
bananas.
That makes sense to me.
That sounds terrible to me.
I'm not like a big thing of peach cobbler, but that's like a big thing.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I like ribs, mac and cheese, green beans, peach cobbler. Or some banana pudding.
Banana pudding's acceptable. That makes sense.
Only one person in my life makes banana pudding correctly. So.
Your great grandma?
No, my family uncle.
Have you had Bucky's banana pudding?
No.
I tried it a while ago, but it's pretty good.
See, the way he's like a family friend uncle, I guess. He's like,
Gotcha.
Like now he's like my parents, like pastor and stuff, like that. Like
Part of the family, but not really.
right, he can show up at any event and they'd be like, yeah, like.
He's supposed to be here.
But he like kind of crumbles the stuff up together, so it winds up being almost like kind of like an ice cream kind of thing. You get like chunks of like the vanilla wafer and like you get a banana chunk in there and like the whipped cream's all kind of like mashed in there and it's
it's like Cornerstone?
Cold Stone Creepy?
Cold Stone.
Yeah. It's that kind of
You
idea.
get the base of the like banana pudding, and then
Yeah.
you throw the vanilla. Okay.
Right. It's that kind
That
of.
seems interesting.
It's good. It's definitely whenever I order banana pudding from somewhere, I expect that, and it's
that's
never
foolish.
that. I know it's dumb. Be like if someone tried to make my grandmother's like strawberry delight, and they were like, "Yeah, it's strawberry delight." I'd be like, "No, it's not.
Wait, what the hell
This
is
is
strawberry delight?
It's graham cracker crust, cream cheese. It's basically cheesecake. Cream cheese base, the strawberries that are like have the syrup and stuff in it, and then whipped cream or Cool Whip topping, and then pecans on top.
What the hell? Pecans on top?
Mm-hmm. I don't eat the me and my uncle, we don't eat the pecans. We actually get one specifically made for us. I'm not kidding.
That's kind of that feels very uncharacteristic to.
It's like eating like a cheesecake with
No,
nuts on top
you're
of it.
eating a cheesecake. That's what you're eating.
Correct.
So the fact that you're putting pecans on top of a cheesecake baffles me.
Does it? Crunch. The crunch and smooth goes
No,
together.
you get the crunch from the graham cracker crust. That's the graham cracker crust.
It's not that crunchy.
How do we all pronounce pecan?
Like I
We all
say,
pronounce it differently.
I don't. I say pecan.
No, you've been saying pecan.
Yeah, you say pecan.
Pecan.
You say pecan.
Pecan.
I say pecan.
Pecan.
God damn it.
It's one of those words that I refuse to like clarify with myself.
There's like 4 different ways to say it though.
Yeah.
Pecan, pecan.
I think it's also
Pecan.
I think it's one of those context
Pecan.
words too, like pecan
Yeah.
pie.
Pecan pie. Pecan.
Who says pecan pie?
Me.
Who say pecan pie?
Pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
Peas in a can pie.
There's definitely a draw on it when I say it.
Pecan.
Yeah. I don't know if it's pecan.
Do you like pecan pie?
Pecan pie is trash.
Okay.
Man.
Garbage.
Are
pie.
you pro pecan pie?
If it's the only thing there, I'll have some, but I'm not getting it over like pumpkin pie.
Oh no.
Well,
No.
I guess it depends. Depends on how good it is.
I'm not.
Pecan pie is trash.
I like it.
It's
I've always loved pecans.
it's just
so
sweet nuts.
Yeah.
Nobody wants the nuts. They just want the sweet part.
I want the nuts. Pecans are my favorite like nut. So anything that has them in it.
Like over
Really?
peanuts?
Yeah.
Well, peanuts is a really low bar.
Yeah.
Peanuts,
That's like
peanuts is my bar. That's the only nut I like.
The nuts you like? What the hell's wrong with you?
yeah.
God, you're such a simpleton.
I don't know. I just can't.
Cashew all day, baby.
Cashew?
Hell yeah.
Are you 80?
I haven't had cashews in a while because Mia's allergic. So,
For real?
yeah.
Cashews
Just
are.
the cashews?
She hasn't had them in a while, but she was little. She would like get rashes and stuff.
Huh.
Cashews are not.
Try to tell me that they're not better than peanuts. And
They're
you'll be
more.
full
They're
of
more
shit.
savory than peanuts. I just don't like the.
Peanuts have no flavor.
Only time I'm getting peanuts is at Texas Roadhouse.
Correct.
Yeah, that's why I like them. Just roasted peanuts, just plain old roasted peanuts.
I'm saying the
Okay.
base nut of cashew far superior than the base nut of peanut.
Oh no! Every time I've had cashews, have been like, this is not
Okay,
what
but-
it's at.
Y'all ever like actually gone out and like picked up the pecans and cracked them and ate them?
No, I'm not white.
That's why I don't like them.
I've seen that I've seen them like on the ground and been like, that's a nut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a pecan tree in our front yard, and every year they all drop, and we'll go out there and
Pick pecans.
collect them all and pick them all.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got into the. That was one like sense of like taste I didn't develop was like crunch. Like crunch stuff. I never really.
Do you
like,
get the people that don't like pumpkin pie?
who doesn't like pumpkin pie?
A lot of
I know a lot of people that don't like anything pumpkin flavored for some reason.
It's
pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie.
Yeah.
pumpkin pie feels it's a very specific flavor.
Yeah, it's pumpkin
Yeah.
pie.
It tastes like a squash, and I think squash is a very divisive vegetable.
Well, they're the same thing. They're both gourds.
Right.
So
I think gourds are a very divisive vegetable. They're very
But I also know people who don't like pumpkin pie because they don't like cinnamon.
those people
Which is
are
awesome.
communists.
Yeah.
I didn't know like cinnamon.
I work with them.
You don't like the thing that goes on apple pie?
I didn't know like cinnamon.
Sounds like a communist.
Speaking of which, we went to Starbucks this past weekend, and they have an apple crisp
It's not good.
macchiato.
Did you like it?
It was too bitter,
Right.
so I added some
Sounds
sweetener
terrible.
into it, and then it tasted like an apple pie.
I didn't like it. I had it. I was like,
Did you add anything to it, or did you just...
no.
If you add a little bit of sweetener to it, it makes it 10 times better.
It sounds terrible.
It was.
I don't want a liquid apple pie in my mouth.
I mean, I probably won't get it again, but getting it the once and trying it was pretty good.
I'm so pumped they're putting a Black Rifle coffee right next to the high school.
I saw that. I've never heard of that before.
Bro, Black Rifle coffee is so good. So good.
It's going where the Starbucks used to be.
Yeah.
Oh, where the Starbucks well down. I thought the Dutch Bros was the.
No, Dutch Bros always build their own
Yeah.
place.
Oh, okay.
That's because they're like square footage is like 500.
Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy.
Their whole
small.
thing is just only drive through.
Yeah.
I hate that. Like,
That's the most genius
No-
business move
no, like the
out
just
there.
the Dutch Bros. Like, not to disparage on Dutch Bros.
Talk bad on my new company and I'll punch you in the throat.
It is the. It's good. It's good coffee. I'm not saying it's bad. It's the.
Talk bad on my new company and I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
It's the fact that they have two locations of hipster aesthetic. It's like, really? You just, like,
What do you mean?
The sentence you said made 0 sense.
so you have like the idea of like, it's kind of like Freebirds. How Freebirds like first was kind of like the punk restaurant. It was like everyone at Freebirds had like tattoos and stuff like that. It was like the whole thing was like, oh yeah, we're like the punk rockers of the burrito world. It's that same concept of like, oh, we're the hipsters of the coffee world. We're gonna run your coffee out to you. All of our employees wear rolled up shorts, and they're like,
I've never seen that.
Never seen that.
what?
Yeah.
I think you're just being pretentious.
Have y'all never gotten that vibe?
Nope.
No.
I think they're great people. They're always super kind to me and they're always so excited about me.
The person at the window is always like really good at small talk, and I'm not, and so it's just very awkward.
I hate.
Like, hey, how's your day? What's your plans and everything? I'm like,
I
"Yeah,
hate
just
that person.
I'm just going down
You're
the road.
just so antisocial.
when they
You're
leave-
such a garbage person.
And they also like lean through the window too, and they're just
That's
like,
the-
"How's it go?" I'm like, "No, no, you back
That's
up."
that's the part that gets me. If they like stood back there and talked to me, it's fine. But when they lean over and they're like almost halfway in my window, I'm like, I feel your breathing when you're talking,
It's like I need you to back up and
and you're about to hand me coffee.
It's Stop
Or
trying
an
to
energy drink.
make me talk to you.
You guys are such trash people.
I mean, sorry.
Just talk to the dude. Or
No,
the
I
lady
talked to
dude.
them. Like I said, it's fine if they didn't lean halfway in my car. Because I've been to the ones here in Temple and up in Lubbock, and they're all like, I'm assuming they're trained to do that, do the
same
small talk stuff. but
Right.
I'll do
So y'all have never gotten like the hipster like vibe.
I've never gotten
No,
the
I
hipster
just
vibe.
got
no.
the like good people.
Yeah.
They're just good people. You're just an antisocial garbage person, and you hate everybody. So you just think anybody that is being any level of social is overworking.
No, you hold on. You are completely misreading what I'm even talking about. I'm not even talking about the sociability thing. I'm talking about the aesthetic of Dutch Bros.
It's a building. What's the aesthetic?
The aesthetic of the employees of Dutch Bros. When you think of a
College kids.
right, like
We're all hipsters.
right.
Not all, but
That's what I picture when I picture the aesthetic of a Dutch Bros employee.
I think you don't understand what like the actual aesthetic of a hipster is.
I went to school in Denton, Texas. You think I don't know what a hipster is?
Those are hippies, not hipsters.
Pardon me. No. Denton, Texas is the like. If you had to think hipster in Texas, you think either Austin or Denton. Like
No, I only think Austin.
you haven't been to Denton then.
Denton's just off-brand white people that had a lot of money and they want to be poor.
What? Go to Denton. Go to Denton and say that again.
I've driven through it. I know what's up.
No, you haven't. You haven't lived in it. Once you lived in, yeah, Denton.
I don't want to.
It's the most hipster thing. Like, see, Denton is like, you know what Denton is? Denton is Austin training grounds. You learn to like acquire your taste, and like I'm really into like when Mumford and Sons was a thing. I'm sure everyone in Denton was just like I'm really into Mumford and Sons. Like back in like 2007, before it was like big, they were like everyone was like
When was Mumford and Sons big? That was a good band.
high school.
That was a good band.
When I was in high school, 2011. I remember being on the bus listening to Mumford and Sons. I bought what was the album called? Sight No More.
Yeah.
I bought the album. But yeah, that's what I just don't
No, I
like.
think you're just a trash person.
I don't like that like need to be like we're
Enjoyable.
the cool.
Sorry, you want all your employees to be trash people? Do you go to
No,
Dick's downtown
I want
San Antonio?
I want them to be
I want to go to one of those so bad.
like places where people have to be dicks to you.
Yeah.
I needed somebody to go with.
I don't want them
You
to
wanna
be
go?
mean to me. I want them to be like Starbucks employees to me.
Well, you're going there
Just-
before that service. Like, I want to go there and lean into it.
They are trying to brighten your day, and you're just a piece of trash.
That's what coffee's for.
Remember the shirt, Evan.
And won't accept any type of kindness to you. You're just a bitter old man for no reason.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah, all those people are super cool. I'm actually sad that I haven't seen them in a while.
See it's interesting. I don't like super cool people. Yeah.
Why the hell do I do this show with you?
I don't know.
Anyways.
You just disagree on so many.
I do. That's my whole thing.
One thing I was thinking on the way here. So what y'all think about the Alec
Alec
Baldwin?
Baldwin? Man, we're super behind on this news, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially when this comes out, this is going to come out a week, so we're already behind. Also, shout out to the fact that the Halloween episode is going to come out a week after Halloween.
It's not even a Halloween episode. Most of it's not Halloween. And then the part that is Halloween, you find out that we did not like Halloween. So it's kind of funny. I kept all that other stuff in, though. I was just like, oh, this is a lot of episode.
So the thing with Alec Baldwin, How much do you know about it?
So basically, here's the way everything was put to me. So on set, a production assistant, a prop assistant is supposed to hand you a gun.
The armor.
And
that's their one specific job. Is that there is somebody
yeah,
that is supposed to clean, clear, hands, take back all the weapons.
they're supposed to tell you everything. Like this is a loaded gun. This has a blank. This has has a live round. This has this. It's supposed to like clearly tell you that stuff. And as production kind of goes on, some people get a little bit looser with those things. They're just like, Alec's been acting for 40 plus years. Like he knows how to like handle how to handle it. Like, hey Alec, don't shoot this one. Like I might have said something to him, and I don't know the exact like reason why it was pointed at someone, but it was pointed, and he.
Okay, so you have no idea about how.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact reason
I'll tell
why
you
it was
what
pointed
I've
at
heard
someone.
too before, because you probably know everything. You
Yes.
probably would. But I heard sort of the same thing. The armor like handed him a gun, told him. What I first heard was that it was a blank, and what happened
Right.
is a shrapnel from the blank shot out the gun, which isn't supposed to happen, but sometimes it does with blanks, and that's what struck the photographer director,
Yeah.
killing her, and then found out on news reports later that it ended up being a live round, but not sure how true that is.
See, that's the part I get confused on. If it was a blank or if it was a live round. Like, oh,
Yeah,
There's no such thing as a live round on a movie set.
right.
that's what I figured.
There's two types of bullets. So, the first part of this is that they were cutting budget on this movie like crazy. So there's original armor, which the girl that was the armor was the daughter of one of these famous guys who's been doing it in business forever. Really reputable. So she was on the come up, and they were cutting budget and cutting time and making her go to and from like crazy. She managed it really well up until this very last point. There's two types of bullets, and it's because it's a Western movie that you need the two types of bullets, because you have the revolvers. So a blank round is just a flat, cap, if you will, with the gunpowder. So you get the bang, but nothing actually comes out.
It'll make the sound, but nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, but since it's a revolver, you need to see the actual bullets. So for the shots, they have the bullets with nothing in the bullet casing itself, and just got the bullet head on top. So that way you can get that shot, and then you take the gun away, you empty it out, you put the different with the blank rounds in, and then that's how you change the shot. What happened is that they did that. The bullet came off the casing into the chamber. She didn't clean it out. Put the blank round in. So once you put the blank round in, you have an actual bullet head.
Basically made it
with
a live round.
Yeah, with the blank in it, creates a live round. And then the director of photography messed up, because what you're supposed to do is find the angle of the shot, lock it, and then step away.
She was
She
standing.
stayed
downrange.
right there, and so then Alex pointing the gun
At the camera.
Yeah, like he was like, "This is a shot. All right, I'm gonna do it."
Yeah, and so it's really not anybody's fault.
Yeah,
It's a super unfortunate event.
I mean, it's just like any like misfire and like a
Yeah.
like something.
I mean, it technically is the armor's fault. She should have cleared the chamber and made sure. But
I say somebody's gonna have to kind of not necessarily pay, but have the repercussions for.
I don't think anybody
Somebody's
goes to
death.
jail. I don't think.
yeah,
I think the studio gets fined.
The
I
movie
think that's what
probably
it
gets
is.
cut.
But I don't. It just kind of sucks. But I mean, it was a similar thing that happened to Brandon Lee.
Oh yeah, in The Crow.
Yeah, and that's why you don't. You can't point guns directly at people.
Is
With
that-
Yeah.
anything in the chamber.
See, that's a thing
Is
that
that
like
I heard about something where somebody was on stage and like a guy was on the ground and a guy like had a, I don't know. Okay, what
I
is the
think- I
situation
think-
you're talking about?
So
think it's the
Brandon Lee
same
was
thing.
from The Crow.
yeah.
It
know
was a
what
movie in
that
the
is.
90s. Great movie, by the way.
Bruce
And
Lee's son.
It's Bruce Lee's son. Yeah. So everything that I just said hadn't been implemented yet. All these things kind of got implemented
Because of
because of Brandon Lee. But it was the same idea. They did have the different casings for the bullets, but they obviously, you know, as with everything through time, it wasn't as
Safe.
safe. What's the word I'm looking for? We'll just go with safe. So there was a piece of shrapnel in the chamber, fired the blank round directly at his chest, shot him in the heart, died. So that's why, like, now when if you have to, as far as I know, if you have to
Have a shot where you
aim a gun at somebody, there has to be nothing in the clip,
Yeah.
nothing in the chamber. It has to be completely empty.
And CGI.
You get that shot, and then cut, change gun, and then it's always when you actually do see the gun being fired, it's just from one, like, either POV as the person getting shot at or as the gunman.
Yeah.
And then so, like, if I'm shooting here, it's off to there. If it's the POV, it's the camera's on it, like I said, and then you're supposed to step away, and so on and so forth.
yeah.
So super
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah,
Super rough.
that had to suck in the, like. I say it had to suck. Like
Yeah.
that'd be like an awful feeling, like in your
Traumatic for everybody
yeah.
involved.
Yeah.
You know,
like, this is not supposed to happen, and
as the director, you know, you died. Very traumatic.
I think that's the most. I think it's the most trauma you could go through is dying.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, because
I'm
you're
gonna go
dead. It's not. Is it that traumatic at that point?
It's not traumatic
Yeah.
for the person. It's traumatic for everybody else.
Exactly. I'm talking about as the
For
individual.
everyone, yeah.
For everybody else, very traumatic.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure dying is the ultimate trauma. But okay.
I don't think it is.
Can you
I
look
don't
at the
have a-
definition of trauma?
I don't have an argument against it, but I
I
don't
feel
think
like
it is.
trauma is something you suffer from.
Yes. Trauma is based in suffering. If you're no longer suffering, therefore you can't have trauma.
Like trauma is like the like opposite side of like you suffer through something and then you like
A deeply distressing or disturbing experience.
Yeah.
A personal trauma, like the death of a child,
yeah,
Yeah, trauma has happened.
something you live past.
Yeah.
or physical injury, rupture of the diaphragm caused by a blunt trauma. That's an example.
That's
So
that's more
those
of
are technically right.
that's more of what I was thinking of. Like when you die of blunt force trauma, like you dead. Like,
Yeah. I mean, there's traumatic ways to die.
yeah.
Like my fear of getting got. I think I'm going to get stabbed.
It's still
Terrible way to die.
I've been trying to like
Understand that fear?
talk to people and understand like what's going through your head, because we were having this conversation in trivia the other week. Where like, because some people were like, yeah, when I leave, like when I walk down the street, I am like looking around and making sure I don't get like stabbed.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's not even a thought in my head.
Really?
Seriously?
You have no black thoughts?
I'm white. I get those.
I
I mean that kind of jokingly, but just like you don't have any of those like standard like black eye thoughts of
Like
of like, oh, I'm like anytime I'm walking in the same direction as somebody, I'm like, oh, I have to pull back or pass them because if I'm too close to them, they think that I'm following them. I think that they think that I'm following them.
yeah. Therefore, they might turn around and stab me.
Yes.
Then
Oh,
every
it-
time I step out of the car or get in the car, every time I step out, I do like a 360, get a read of like everybody around me, the room around me, Same every time I go into a building, I look for all the exits.
That's just that's called something. You
Hypervigilance.
no, not hypervigilance. There is a technical term for of my fear of getting got.
Paranoia.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's what I.
Todd, do you remember Todd, the flute player? He was explaining it. I'll get back to you on what it is.
Yeah, but that's not like a no.
You don't have any of those black guy thoughts? You're perusing a store by yourself and
You see,
you feel like
I have
everybody's
them.
staring at you because they are.
Yeah, if I'm following somebody
Okay.
down the aisle and we turn down the other aisle, I go down one and come back the other way.
So yeah, that's my thoughts. Is that I'm like I feel like I'm the threat.
Yes.
Yeah, not that I am going to be threatened.
No, a lot of
I
times
feel like
I feel
I'm-
like people think I'm a threat, so
Right.
they're
They're
gonna
gonna
kill
threaten
me
me, yeah.
because
Oh no.
yeah, in order to like, well, I'm gonna kill him before he kills me. That's like
No.
a lot of the thought process. The only time I'm not stressed about that, oddly enough, is when I'm running without a shirt on.
That's weird.
Like that's the like for whatever reason there's like this idea in my head of like, oh, they see that there's nothing on me. They can't be afraid of me.
no,
But
see,
then also I realized like I'm a large dark man just running.
see, but no, my thought is that why are you afraid of me? It's like my thought usually is like if you actually
you're
would
strange.
know me.
Standard black guy thoughts. That's why I brought it up.
Because ever since we were 2 years old, we were told stranger danger.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, like
And racism is still alive.
like whenever someone's
Why
like
is this the comfortable sitting position for me?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because it's comfortable, man.
It is
Here, I'll make you feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
I used to I distinctly remember like clowning on people in middle school
For
for sitting
crossing
like
legs.
this. I was like, nah, man, this is the only way a dude sits is
Don't
the
cross-
open,
yeah.
open thigh.
This is too
But now this is like this is mad comfortable.
that's odd.
I know. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, no, the thought is usually like if you actually knew me, you would not be
Oh yeah,
like
I'm not that intimidating.
like whenever like I see like a family like and the kids are walking by and they're like parents like granted it's just parents like trying to keep their like kids away from like walking in the way of people.
Yeah.
But I'm like I'm an educator. Like I'm not gonna like hurt your kid. Like
Yeah, but they
like,
don't know that.
They
Yeah.
don't know that. Like,
And
exactly.
I always feel weird. Like if a kid smiles at me, like in a store, like I'll like wave at them. I'm
Yeah.
like, that mom doesn't know that I teach children.
It's like I teach children.
So,
for a living.
and like I can imagine, I'm like, damn it, I just look like a psychopath.
Right.
Like,
It's like
and like I want to go
I
up to
don't
mom. I'm like,
think
I promise I'm not weird. I like your kid smiled at me. It made me feel good. I wanted to smile back, and then I'm like, "That's a weird conversation. You can't say that to a
I
stranger."
would say those series of words was not a good series of words.
Not a good series of words, but those are the first initial thoughts that I
You're
have.
just like this is like this is just me. Like I'm not
This is me.
like why are you afraid of like why are you afraid of this?
What's today's date? Is it second or third?
Second.
Sorry, I gotta pay my mortgage.
Oh yeah, do that.
Well, I'm filing all up. Like for the first 2 months, they sent me a paper bill. And I'm like fully online.
Yeah.
So like kind of forgot. and plus I didn't realize. So, pro tip. There's a high chance that the people that gave you a mortgage is going to sell that mortgage to a different company.
Oh really?
Yes,
Did that happen to you?
it did. And
Did it tell you?
They did tell me,
Yeah.
but then I got contrasting bills saying when the next payment's due.
Oh.
It turns out I was late. Pay on the 3rd no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah. Just pay. Yeah.
Just pay.
Yeah.
Even if they say it's not due for another month and a half, just pay it.
Yeah, I accidentally I refinanced my car and I just did 2 payments. Like last month, I think I did it by because the thing I was using was like the system, the credit union I was going through, worst credit union ever.
Trash.
Really bad.
The people still haven't gotten back to me. I need to call them again.
Oh, for the
Yeah, for
title?
for the title.
I meant to ask
Yeah.
you about that.
That's on my list of things I need to get done. Like,
I'm not into big of a hurry. I mean,
But yeah, I wound up accidentally paying
everything else is in my name already.
2 car payments, so I wound up. I was like, all right, cool. So I set it for the next on the first of every month is when I get the payment because I don't like paying things on. If in my perfect world, on the day I get my check, if all my bills could come out that day,
that'd be beautiful.
I would I want to know exactly how much money I have. I don't want to find out on the 17th.
It's always like the phone bill is the last one to come.
Is your phone bill high?
It's
I don't like
140. I also
140.
Yeah. I forgot that I was still paying for my watch.
140.
Mm-hmm.
I paid 85 for just my phone.
Really?
Yeah, and I get HBO Max.
Who are you with?
AT&T.
On T-Mobile.
Go AT&T.
Me too.
AT&T or
Sponsored by
Verizon.
They keep
Verizon's got better coverage, but I think AT&T has better deals.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
but
the issue was
50%
is
discount
I was gonna switch off from T-Mobile, but then that camera. No, what happened to this? The back of that phone broke.
That camera.
The back of that phone broke, and I was like, let me just get a new one. And it was only a year into it. And I was like,
Oh.
And before that, the phone had drowned.
Okay.
So it was just gonna be easier if I just re-upped at T-Mobile.
It's weird. Speaking of phones, I've been going without a phone screen for years. This has been 2 years of this phone.
What do you mean?
No phone screen protector.
Oh yeah, I don't have it on mine.
I have one on mine. It's
The weirdest thing is I remember in middle school and high school, iPhones always got clowned for breaking easy. I've cracked every single Android or Galaxy. I've never cracked my iPhones.
I have cracked my
Back
iPhone.
or front.
I did it years ago. I cracked it because I had keys in my pocket and I pressed it against the keys.
See, but it's stuff like that. It's never dropping it. At least in my experience.
I sat on that one.
Yeah. See, sitting on it.
I've seen people drop their phones and it has cracked. Kids are really bad.
I've never cracked my iPhone, but
Shoot, Amber, our head drum major, she just punched her phone off the podium today.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, yeah, the phone,
especially these newer iPhones. This is when they did the 11. I saw people do drop test of it. It's definitely one of the strongest glass on any phone.
Yeah.
Right now.
Anyways, back to the black guy thoughts.
Yeah. I just never. Again, the thought is always.
It's a cut without a cut.
Yeah.
Because I'm a very a very genial person. I'm not a very mean-spirited person at all. What?
You're gonna make that statement after you just shat on Dutch Bros?
But I'm not a mean guy.
But you hate joy.
Maybe. But I'm not in public. I'm not a mean person. I'm not I'm not gonna heckle at a comedy club or just I'm gonna impose myself on the world right now. Shut up.
I'll give you that.
I'm not that guy. So the idea of someone being threatened by me is very foreign to me.
It's like the people that go to a fast food restaurant and get all pissy because the order came out wrong.
Yeah, it's that kind of.
You're paying $9 for a hamburger that's being cooked by high school students.
I want to see. I want the correlation.
Lower standards.
Yeah.
Oh, on the flip side of that, it always blows my mind when you're just not even necessarily kind to somebody like on the phone. Every time I have to deal with the bank fraud stuff 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I'd always had to talk to somebody and because it's fraud protection, that's always inconvenience to somebody's life.
Right. So they're usually mad when they're
It's
on the
usually
phone.
upset and I'm just and they're I'm sorry, this is just gonna take a little bit. I'm like, no man, you're good. I'm not in any rush, I get it. And they're just oh, thank you for treating me as a human being.
Well, yeah, that's just
there's so many people even my mom when she was working I guess she was doing government housing, Section 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
and she would get calls like all the time about people because they like weren't paying rent or something like that, and she's like, "It's on you." Like,
hey man, just pay your bills, and we ain't gotta have this phone call.
Yeah, that stuff is like that's just millennial like customer service though, or millennials / Gen Z like dealing with customer service is like we get that it's a job.
Yeah,
we're not like if I yell at you, it's gonna make the thing go faster. No, it's not.
But if I'm an hour in, then I'm gonna get real frustrated.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong.
It's like sorry, I don't mean to cut you off again. Like when they were working on my truck, they like every time I called them, they're like, "Yeah, the transmissions guy got it." They're like trying to pull it apart and everything, but we're super swamped right now. Like 2 guys just quit. We only got 3 guys working in the shop. Yeah. I'm like, I mean, I'm not, and like it'd be nice to have it back, but
yeah, I'm
not in like a big rush. I understand like with COVID, they don't have many workers. Right. It's hard to find parts. It's hard to find people to send it off to. I'm like, it's fine. And all the guys at work, are like, man, I would be pissed and like yelling at them and stuff. I'm like, it's not gonna help anything.
Yeah, like getting in someone's face is not gonna make it go faster.
It's just gonna make you look like a dick, and they're not gonna want to like do work for you anymore.
Right.
There is a fine line though.
Between the niceness and the all right, come on, you need to get your stuff together.
Well, like that, but then also like.
I think you can be pushy, just not threatening.
Well, no. How do I say this without being anti-Semitic?
What? What? You don't. You don't. I think that's the rule.
Looking for the deal.
Why was that had to be anti-Semitic?
Everybody that knows that does it is super Jewish. Am I wrong?
No.
All right, then.
I know a lot of Latino people that will look for a deal.
That's different, though.
There are a lot of black people that will look for a deal.
It's different. Like, those are coupons. I'm talking about, like, finessing. Finessing like an airport worker.
Sure.
To getting into first class.
Right. Yeah. There's
something like that.
Okay.
Like getting the like riding the hostess to get a table.
Yeah.
To getting the good table instead of waiting for any table.
Yeah, there was like an episode of Ted Lasso where like one of the characters was trying to get a table at a restaurant and he wanted the window table, like the table that was in the. But they were like, we don't make reservations for that table. So he came back later and was like, all right, cool, we're going to sit at this back table. And he was like trying to get his life together. He was like, no, I want that table. We're going to go sit at that because it was empty. He was like, I'm sitting at that table. They were like, okay, you stood up for yourself. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like there is a fine line of like, with certain work and certain circumstances, you can be like,
you can kind of finesse your way into some stuff.
Yeah, you can get your way, like, the upper end clubs, the upper end dining.
Yeah.
Like Dave, and I'm kind of being facetious when I said the anti-Semitic thing, but like Dave Chang even said it on Ugly Delicious with you have to be a dick to the China was it China restaurant, Chinese restaurant?
Yeah.
If you want like the special order on food, like he was saying every Chinese restaurant has a secret menu. You just have to get it out of them.
Oh yeah, you kind of have to be. Yeah, you have to be aggressive. Like
you have to be like, no. I know you've got this.
Right.
What is it?
Right.
Okay. What else can you give me? No, I don't want that. What else can you get? Like, there are certain interactions that like require you to be that way.
Right.
And that's such a hard line for us to ride because you're right. There is that millennial guilt of public servant.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard it described as guilt before.
Yeah, it's millennial guilt.
Like, it's definitely
just like Catholic guilt.
It's because of the way we've seen our parents like treat people in customer service.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Or like the way.
Dang.
So yeah.
It's one of two ways. It's one of two ways. It's either how your parents treated or how your parents were treated.
Yeah.
Because they were on the customer service side of things.
Right. Yeah.
Like when my mom was a hairdresser, God bless, I like
Yeah,
distinctly
people that
remember her like coming home a couple times being like, these people are assholes.
Yeah.
For no reason. She's like,
Yeah.
what do you told me to do this. I did it. What?
Right.
Or vice versa. Like, I ordered a Big Mac, no cheese. There's no cheese on it. Yeah, but I ordered a Big Mac with cheese. But you just said there's no cheese. Fix my burger.
The amount of times he's my great uncle. The amount of times we literally call him Broham, because he would just go into a restaurant, and if it's not right, he's gonna make everyone aware of it. And we got several meals. Like, here's the thing though, he can afford any of those meals,
Of course.
but like it's just like, no, if it's wrong, it's wrong. I'm like make sure everyone knows about it, and that it makes sense in principle, but then for our feelings, it doesn't, because you want everyone to feel good. I say that like I'm sarcastic, but like I would do.
Yeah,
I do want everyone to
just
feel.
because they make messed up your food. I mean, they could have messed up 2 other people's foods that day, and those 2 people went off on the dude. But
Yeah.
especially as it's not like the server's fault. I mean,
I feel it sometimes whenever I like, sadly, even though like if I go to Whataburger and they mess up my meal, and I'm like, I messed up so many meals when I was at Whataburger. Like,
exactly. Like,
I
it
did
happens.
it, and that's what bothers me.
is that like,
I'm
like it's not that hard?
Bro, it's not that hard. like ticket times are the things that bother me the most. I'm like, I know what the ticket time should be.
Yeah.
Either A, you're an asshole in the kitchen and you're just not doing your job, or B, you're like, that's it. It's only A. It's either you did it right or you're a trash person.
Yeah.
It's like, there was once we went out and it was just like taking an obnoxious amount of time. I think it was one of the times we went to Roadhouse. And I was like, there's 3 steaks. Everybody was medium rare.
Oh yeah.
And it was like a chicken sandwich and a burger.
Yeah. It should.
Max ticket time is like 20 minutes. And that's you doing the 3 steaks separately.
Right.
You drop the patty. 2 minutes, burger done. Chicken, 3 minutes in the fryer, done. Steak, 2 minutes on one side, 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 3 minutes, out the window, sides, bloop, bloop, bloop. Like, even if you take it separately, still sub 20 minutes.
Yeah. It does not need to take you an hour.
Does not take it, like, I'll look around the restaurant, I'm like, okay, this will take about 35 minutes, give or take. It's pretty busy.
Yeah.
It's been an hour. What are we doing, folks?
Yeah.
When it comes to stuff like that, I get it.
Who
but
didn't prep? That's what it comes down to. It's like, oh, who didn't prep?
Yeah, that could honestly be like part of it. Is you're just like, well, yeah, that's how we flip it. That's how we flip it now. Is we. Okay, it sounded delayed. Is it?
No, it's fine.
No.
Okay.
It is guilt, though.
It is guilt.
Yeah.
It's weird that we have that guilt, though.
Yeah, like when I go out to eat, there's a couple of times with Mia's parents, her mom, she ordered like a salad one time, and she like deathly hates pickles. Won't anything with a pickle on it. Ordered, I don't think it was a salad. I think pickles on a salad would be weird. I don't remember what it was. But she asked for no pickles.
I just picture a gherkin, just the whole pickle.
I'm trying to like picture any salad with a pickle. I'm like, all these look strange.
Slices.
Like maybe a spear on the side. Like, that doesn't feel right either.
Lettuce and pickles does not make sense by itself.
But on a burger.
On a burger, it's
perfect.
It came out with pickles on it, and she like damn near like started crying about it. And she like told the lady, she's like, I don't want y'all to take it back because somebody's gonna like spit on it and stuff. I was just all just sitting there like it's embarrassing. And then like me and Mia will get our food and maybe they'll mess up something or we didn't get something, and then her parents or whatever would be like, oh, let's get that. We're like, it's fine. I mean, Especially because then you got to send the food back, and then you got
It's gotta be a pretty big like drop the ball.
Yeah.
Like I ordered steak and you brought me chicken. And I'm like,
Well, yeah.
hey man.
See, and that's
But
my
even
thing.
like her dad, like last time we went out to eat on Thursday, he ordered. What did he order? He ordered like a Hawaiian quesadilla or something like
Sounds
that.
terrible.
I don't know. And
I'm trying to picture what that is.
I don't know if he said it wrong. I think he said Hawaiian fajita quesadilla or something like that. And she heard just the Hawaiian fajita plate. So he said like, he was just basically saying like, it's not what he wanted to get, but he ordered it wrong, so it's his fault.
Yeah.
And like he didn't take it out on the server.
Yeah.
So
Like I've done that before. Like I've legit asked. I was like, hey, what did I
order?
What did I order?
Oh, I've never. I
I've
always
had to
take
do
my
that
time.
I've asked that. I've asked that like twice.
I take my time to say it.
Oh no, it's for them. You've seen me order. I never stutter. I never drop the ball.
But you also order an absurd amount of
Yeah.
that you like. I want this on the side. I want this flipped over here.
But I say it with enough space for you to write it down. I was also a server. Should not be writing full hands.
Oh yeah, no.
Or if you are writing cursive, you child. And then I'm like, hey, what did you hear? I've said that before. I'm like, what did you hear me say?
Yeah.
Damn, that's not what I said. All right. And if it's good, I'll eat it. And if it's not, I'll kindly ask, like, hey, man, I really meant for this to be chicken. I don't understand how you heard shrimp. But can I get it? Like,
Right.
Can I get the chicken sandwich and not the shrimp po' boy?
I need to wait for the next time someone messes up an order of mine.
That's like I went to McDonald's. This is back when it's still whatever. You'll get it when I say it. I ordered a caramel frap. So I said I went up to the window, ordered the drive-thru, and I said I want to get a caramel frappuccino. Got to the window, they handed me a caramel latte. I was like, that's not what I ordered. Can I get a caramel frappuccino? They said, no, you ordered a caramel latte. I said, no, I did not.
Someone ordered.
I don't think I did. And now we're gonna fight.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I eventually got my frappe, but she like tried to argue with me, saying like, I got a latte.
It's like that sound of.
No.
Can I get a blue raspberry slushy? A sausage McMuffin? It's like no, that's not.
Know what I said?
It's not. Hold on, those are two very different things. They don't even sound the same. Yeah, I need to get someone to get my order wrong again, just so I can understand what I'm feeling. Like, because again, if it's in a restaurant, I always try to be like super like, hey, I know you're running around a lot right now. I get it. I ordered a sandwich. This is soup. I know. Oh, you know what happened? Oh, you know what happened to me most? Okay, I remember the last time someone messed up something. So I ordered a iced latte, and somehow, it was at Meg's, and they brought me in the iced cup. They brought me a hot latte. Like in an iced glass, they brought me a hot latte. And I looked at it for a second, and I was just like, hold on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When it's that wrong, I'm like,
what did you hear?
Because
so that like the guy, I was like, I did the thing that's like apparently like a dick move or whatever to be like, hey, I ordered an iced latte. He's like, oh, dude, I'm sorry. I was like, yeah. I didn't know how to process it. I was like, it's like, how'd you do that? Would you defy science to get an order?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'll ask him. What did you hear?
I was like, how did you do that? Like, how did
This reminds me of a TikTok I saw of this guy went to different fast food chains. They served fries. Got the bag of fries, took the fries out, dumped them.
I saw that.
Put a whole potato
oh, yeah. And in the
in
back
the fries
of
and hit it in the bag and be like, is this a potato?
I saw one that was a reaction to that, and someone was like, "Who did this?
That lady at McDonald's. She's
Yeah.
like, who gave this man a potato?
Did you give him a potato?" Oh, because that feels like a move someone would pull just for the comedy. Like,
I would love.
I'm gonna give them a potato.
I've been really thinking about getting like part-time jobs.
Just to cause chaos.
Not just to cause chaos, but like I keep going to like the legitimacy part of it is like I keep going to Pan Express, and I think people always say Chick-fil-A is the smoothest running fast food joint. I think Pan Express is
100%.
1A.
Okay, here's the thing with Panda Express though. Like, this is a comedy bit. So someone said, whenever you order Chinese food, it's already made. Like you,
Exactly.
you order like.
But it is at Chick-fil-A too.
Every fast food, this
You're like, I want orange chicken here.
theoretically, every fast food is already made.
Yeah.
You just have to put it together. The reason why Chick-fil-A is so quick with it is because there's nothing to put together.
Right. Yeah.
Right? You get the
Unless-
straight ahead chicken sandwich.
See,
the
that's
only,
why I order pepper jack cheese on it.
Yeah, the
'Cause
only
then-
thing you have to get, you do it if you're a dick, or if you get the club.
Right.
So, I think the only downside to Panda Express is you catch them on that off chance where the first, like the last 10 cars all ordered orange chicken.
I'm out of orange chicken.
And there's
Oh,
like,
I hate that.
it's gonna be like 15 minutes. That only downside is like it's either boom, you get it in 3 seconds, or you're waiting the next 20 minutes.
That's
to
like
get it.
we also went to Pan Express this past weekend. Pull up, nobody's in line. Go to the window and say, okay, your total is whatever. We pull up to the window immediately, bag
Yeah.
in hand. He was like, how'd they do that so fast? I was like, because they making it as you're saying it.
Exactly.
So
Right.
if you mess up your order, you don't get a second chance.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, how fast Chinese food comes out is very
Yes.
very
But-
scary.
Because like I would love to just learn the process of how Pan Express does the kitchen. I think that's interesting. That stuff interests me.
I think because I think the way they're doing it there is they're doing it like kind of like buffet style.
It is.
It's like they're constantly making like
Yeah.
they
But
want
I want to understand the process because everybody has different methodologies on how you make things. Like when I was a wing cook at Pluckers, you used the grill's timers on the right side for the minutes. Like there was no designated timer for the fryers.
really
Yeah, you had to use the timer that was on the grill.
on the
Yeah.
that was weird.
Yeah, very strange. I know, goofy. And then even with that, it's like when you toss the sauce at Pluckers, and this is why I believe Tucker's is superior when it comes to saucing the wings. You never put more sauce in the bowl
Than you need.
than you need. Like you should never drip sauce off the bowl after you toss it. Like you put the wings in, you put the sauce in, shake, 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 shake. The wings come out. There's no pool of sauce underneath.
Oh yeah, that's.
Far superior. Makes me angry whenever there's an excess amount of sauce.
I've also I find dipping my fry, because that's the way I eat. You know, the way I eat wings first and then fries.
Yeah, you're a trash
When
person.
I dip wing sauce and then blue cheese,
Oh yeah.
that is a dip.
Well, yeah,
Blue cheese, but wing sauce and ranch.
I don't do the pool of sauce. You get the little bit of residue. You get like one fry, like
Scrape
squeegee it up, dip it in the
blue
ranch,
cheese- ew.
down the hatch.
God.
Beautiful. But like also I would like to have fun and just be like, because I never walked out of a job.
Right.
Speaking of wings, what's your go-to wing flavor? Like if they
Asian.
have it, that's what you're getting.
Asian. Like the Asian, like spicy.
Asian is if they have it, the Caribbean jerk is my go-to. Or just like the middle buffalo. Scratch that. Dry buffalo.
Dry buffalo.
Dry buffalo. Mine's a mango habanero.
Some of them just get too sweet for me.
Some of them are too sweet.
I can't remember where I had the good mango habanero, but like I tried, like I had the really good one the first time. And I was like, hell yeah! And then like I tried two more, and I was like, I'm not taking this risk. Wings are too expensive for me to not enjoy them.
Because I remember the first time a mango habanero was at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes.
First time I got them, I was also younger, but they were like super spicy.
Yeah.
I ate like 3 of them and was tapped out. And then I got them at Wingstop, and Wingstops aren't spicy at all.
Yeah.
And then it might have been because I had it like the Uber Eats, but I Uber Eats some mango habanero from Buffalo Wild Wings again, and they weren't spicy at all.
Same.
Yeah.
Hey, Buffalo Wild Wings is okay.
It really is.
It's okay. Bloker's is probably the best flavor wings.
I've only been there once. I think I only got the like chicken tenders.
I've never been like blown away by Pluckers. I'm more of a Wingstop guy.
That's because you're black.
Keep saying that this episode.
There's an allegiance because Rick Ross owns half of all Wingstops.
You know, not every black person knows every black person, right? I don't know everyone's affiliations.
You guys have like the yearly meeting, right?
I don't want to sound like the R word, but
you're supposed to know. The white people get together.
No.
White people get together all the time, man. It's called rallies.
or a Trump meeting.
No, that went over your head. I was trying to get there without saying Trump meeting.
I thought you were going for Klan rally.
Either way, it's racist.
One's hood's on.
I've never got the Wingstop hype. Never got the wings. The wings are small. The fries are okay.
It's a good place to go when you're just like craving wings and just want some wings.
Yeah, well, Wingstop is my like go-to. Like, if I want to go somewhere and eat like by myself, like purely like I want to get some wings and just no one look at me. Because Wingstops are always built like you like sit in the corner. You'd be like,
every booth is a corner booth somehow. Blows my mind. Very confusing.
Leave me. I'm gonna sit right next to the drink station. So if I need more drink, I can go get it. I'm gonna have headphones in. Just eat wings.
Swear to God, probably the best wings in town are at La Roma, the pizza joint over here.
Oh, really?
Fat wings, son.
Where's this at?
La Roma.
Where's that?
Just down the block. Across the street from Little Caesars.
On Adams?
Yeah, right here.
Jujule.
Yeah,
Never heard of it. I like wings, pizza, and things.
I hate them.
I've only been there once.
I tried.
It's better than Wingstop. It's not like top tier, but it's a tad bit better than Wingstop.
I was already. I'm like vehemently against anybody that has a pool of sauce on the bottom. It angers me.
Wait,
That's bad business.
So you don't like the whole like buffalo like sauce thing?
No, I do. I love a sauce wing.
See,
But there's a correct amount of sauce that goes on a wing.
But that's like part to me. That's like part of ordering buffalo wings.
No.
Is like the whole like not a pool of it.
What did we talk about
like
last week?
What?
I avoid anything that makes me look like a caveman.
A pool of sauce.
Pool of sauce, caveman.
Oh, I'm all right with it.
I like the sauce.
Nope. It's
sauce.
bad business. It's bad business practice.
For you.
You are leaving 8 cents on each
I'm
plate.
sure the 3,000 people
Every
that have
time.
it
8 cents?
8 cents. That shit adds up.
I don't know about each plate.
Each plate, easily 8 cents of sauce.
Somebody,
If you have a pool of sauce,
the customer or the store?
the store
It's not 8 cents.
might be a little facetious.
That's like a cent of sauce.
Yeah, you got to imagine an ounce of sauce is about 4 cents, maybe.
trying to picture like an ounce of sauce.
An ounce of sauce gets you about 6 wings with a little bit of dribble.
So like a little
but I like my
a
wings
dipping-
like smothered in sauce. Like I don't like any part of the wing like not touched in sauce.
Well, you can toss them perfectly with the perfect amount of sauce to get them evenly coated and very flavorful. You do not need the pool.
I
need the pool.
I like it mostly sauce, but I do like the occasional dry bit that you get the blue cheese or whatever on. And you're like, oh, this is just wing right here. This isn't like anything. This isn't like.
Oh, I said I was gonna make my buffalo, not my buffalo chicken, my barbecue chicken. I said I was gonna make that.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah, you guys still gonna do that or?
I'll still do that.
No.
Chicken
Right.
burgers.
What are you talking about though with quitting job or when?
Yeah, I just like the idea of walking out on a job has always been hilarious to me, and I've never done it because I'm too good of a person, and I also needed the job.
I always think it's gonna go on my permanent record. I know,
Right?
I know.
There's that.
It has no.
It's only there if you recommend the people though, right?
Yes, but
Right.
there is a deep-rooted permanent record thing.
Yeah.
From our generation. Very
The school.
frustrating.
I feel like it's school that entrenched that in me, but the idea of it being on my permanent. I think it's Fairly Odd Parents. Like the idea of someone being like my Cinemark managers are gonna haunt me one day. Be like, no, they're not. Like,
They were 22 and I was 16.
quite literally. Like, no, well, I had to be like, when it was 2016, so I was like 20. I was 20. Jesus. I was 20 and I had one that was like 24.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's like super. No, he might have been like 22. I was like, oh yeah, he's like super older than me. No, he's not.
Oh, he's not. He's been here for a year longer than you. That's it.
Also, weird moment when I found out my barber is younger than me. Freaked me out. I was like,
All my barbers have been.
you said you were 23? No, you can't be. That's wrong. All my barbers have been older than me.
Yeah, that is weird once you cross that plane of.
Only one barber has been older than me. Every other barber has been younger than me.
Like, so when you were a kid,
My mom cut my hair.
oh, your mom cut your hair.
Yeah.
I had the black barbershop thing. That was
Well, when I went to like actual barbershops, so like when I was in college.
yeah.
Yeah, so like I didn't go to a barbershop until I was 21, and then the first barber was 21, and then I just kept going to like other young bloods. But yeah, just the idea of just being like,
I'm done with this job.
I'm done. Y'all be easy.
Yeah, I've never wanted to like straight up quit a job.
There's still that guilt of like, your day's gonna get harder because I'm leaving. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, that's the big thing. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. You have to hire someone. I'm sorry, you have to hire someone new. Oh no, it's called turnover. This is part of business.
Yeah, it's part of it.
It's like business turnover, but
then also like I just want to see like how much free food can I give away before someone says something. Like I want to be working at McDonald's and be like I would only be able to work the night. I'd only be able to get away with it on the night shift. You know what I'm saying? Because in the day shift, there's too many people to control that. You can only give away like free drinks, but like working the window, you and one other dude.
I'm just giving away all the sauce.
Just like, what you order?
Extra sauce.
You ordered a McDouble. Well, here's a Big Mac.
Here's a McTriple.
Speaking of sauce, I saw a girl who, I guess this was a McDonald's, asked for extra ranch, like a bunch of it, and they literally just handed her the box that's filled with ranch sauces.
Nice.
I think it was like 1,000 sauces. Just full of ranch cups.
They were talking about on Stiff Stocks the idea of putting in a 2 weeks notice and like how you can just, if you had like a corporate job, putting in 2 weeks notice has to be the most blissful feeling ever. Because you know you're getting paid for those 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
But not a whole lot of expectations.
Yeah, no expectations. You can literally just do nothing.
I would love to walk out of a corporate job.
Walk out?
I would love to walk out of a corporate job.
I feel like that's more like record thing than.
I just
fast
want to
food
go
job.
into my manager's office and be like, hey, kick rocks, nerd. Like,
Why do I feel like that's exactly you quitting? You're like quitting a job at like some like I'm at Tesla and you're just like I'm Elon. I need you to eat this.
I just want to like kick rocks, nerd. Then like kick his trash can and then just leave like that. Do you not have any fantasy of that?
I have a little, yeah.
I do, but I don't think in that way.
No.
I would do some like Office Space, like underhanded stuff. Like I know that's why I don't have a corporate job because I would do some like, something that's like too smart for them to like figure out. I'd be like, did he steal $9 million from us? Maybe. I'm kidding. No, I would never.
Photocopy your butt. See how many files you can put that in before somebody says anything.
That's one of my favorite like things from The Office is Andy like crapping on the boss's car, like the hood of his car. It's just
I
like
try and
so
actually get into that show.
it's just like oh my
I
god,
refuse to get into the office.
it's a good show.
It's not.
Like I've been seeing a lot more clips that I like, enjoy recently.
It's a very granted I saw it like 12 times, so
But I also need to work on my humor because I'm really bad at like trying to make jokes or hearing a joke and just immediately laughing.
That's fair.
Office is a good training ground for humor, ideally. Either that or like, because you take something like Scrubs. Scrubs is like written humor. Scrubs is like it's good. I'm not saying it's bad because
Watch your mouth.
I know how much you love. No, Scrubs is like, but like those like sketch scenes of like or the dreams like sequences.
Yeah.
Of like that's like written down stuff. That's like on paper this is funny, but like. Office is just like someone just being awkward and just saying something like really awkward in the moment. You're just like, that was weird. Like
It's not funny. That's the emotion that you feel. That was weird and uncomfortable. I'm gonna laugh because I have no other way to escape this.
I don't find those ones funny. The clips I find funny is like, I guess it's Dwight is walking in behind the guy who's dating the girl at the counter,
Jim,
and he's saying. Like letting Jim go first because like 30%
Right.
of attacks happen from behind. He's like, well, what if I hit you right now? He's like, well, that. And he goes on some rant about like how that wouldn't be, and he just out of nowhere and then walks in. And
see that's funny.
And I heard that wasn't supposed to happen. Like he slapped him
Right.
earlier than the cue was supposed to be, and so it actually startled the
Right.
actor who played Dwight.
Yeah, that stuff is hilarious to me. Or one of my favorite. It's not even. It's barely a joke. Picture a TV about like half this size. This is back in like 2006. Michael was showing off this TV. This is like his like big like living room TV. He's like, I got this like awesome living like it's so cool and look what I could do. It's like like it's on a wall mount, so I can take it and I can. Pushes it back like an inch. He's like, it's so much bigger. Like, it's that kind of stuff. It's like, God, that is cringy, but it's so funny.
I don't know all the characters' names. The black dude.
There's Stanley or Daryl, but continue. I'll know what you're talking about eventually.
They're talking about how he's like oblivious and doesn't see
Stanley.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they're just like walking around doing the most random thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember all. I know one like they reset all the clocks and like made his alarm go off, like time to go home.
Yep.
And they're all just sitting around. Like somebody had a donkey.
Yeah.
And like just somebody was like a guy was dressed as a girl and was just like, have a good day, and he was like, yep, and just walked out. Just
Yeah. Pam put on a mustache. Yeah, and they changed. It started off because Jim accidentally put down his orange juice next to Stanley's coffee, and Stanley just picked the orange juice and had a sip and didn't even like realize it. They were like, does Stanley not notice anything? It's that kind of humor that I find like funny. It's like it's just normal. It's normal. It's normal funny.
I don't know.
Where are we at?
Not that funny to me.
Office.
Walking out of a job.
Yeah.
the
But like
sauce
walking out of a, I don't know how I would quit a job.
I've never had to quit a job.
How would you quit a job? I mean, you said you would just like be like, "What's up, nerd? What's up, nerd? This place stinks. So goodbye."
Sup, nerd? This place sucks. You're a bunch of nerds. I'm out.
That's a very college bro thing.
Yeah.
I would.
Or the greatest walkout is Dave Chappelle. What's that movie?
I don't know.
God damn it! Not Up in Smoke. Half Baked.
Oh, I've never seen Half Baked. Yeah, I know.
What?
Yeah, I've been meaning to. It's never been
mad
on like a
with you.
thing. How am I supposed to watch everything?
You do.
Yeah,
That's your number one pastime is watching movies.
dude, I've
Did
been
you set a
like
goal to watch like 100 movies or something during
Over
some-
the summer.
yeah.
Not even over a year.
I watched 55.
And you're disappointed in yourself for that.
Yeah.
Anyways, the famous scene from that. F you, F you, F you. You're cool. F you.
Yeah.
Peace. I'm out.
Yeah.
It'd be beautiful.
See, the way I would do it is I would be so, like, it would be a roast, but so critical, like, to, like, their core. I would, like, critically roast someone, being like, you're crap at your job, your life sucks. The fact that this is your entire thing is, like, the worst thing about you. How could this, like, I want to, like, get into their soul, and they're just like, that was mean. like, I want them to be emotionally hurt.
See, I
Like,
can't say a joke without laughing. Your personality is an Excel spreadsheet.
You control, alt, delete. like,
Personalities. That's beautiful.
yeah, like I would definitely like just lay into someone.
I know we gotta bounce soon.
Yeah.
Just run a little bit.
Getting close to time.
But-
Time.
How do you define a good roast? You know what I mean?
Like, okay, it's 275 in the oven for a couple hours. Like, good roast. That's what defines a good roast. It's a little bit of like unexpected, like where like it's true. Like what I said just now was like true for like, because we know a roast is like a pot roast. But it's like that's what I find as a good roast, where you're just like, his head is shaped like a peanut. Like,
To me, a good roast is
I just thought of that. You look like a crip walking Christian. Little Jiminy Cricket looking at it. Oh man.
forever the best black guy tag to anything like that follows the rest. Looking ass. The best tag. No, like to me, the best roasts are true, but not the first like 5 things.
Like the first 5 things you notice about someone.
Yeah. Or it can be one of the first 5 things. So like,
I think it was one of the first things. Like, but you have to find a way to like make the metaphor like broader. It can't be so simple.
yeah.
Like,
I sat on this roast with one kid, and she graduated with Chris, and no, she graduated after you, but then she got out of band, so like I didn't see her again. But I sat on it, and I was like, I was waiting for her to just like say something at least a little bit sideways to me,
Yeah.
and like, because I just wanted to like, shut up, you build like a big mouth character.
good. Well, see that requires a reference.
It requires reference and it requires knowledge of it. But when you do know the reference and the knowledge of the content,
it's good.
It's going to lay out a room.
Right.
That's what you have to say something that marinates just long enough for everybody to realize the extravagance.
The extravagance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the extent of like what you just said about whatever flaw like thing. Yeah, you gotta have to yeah, that's the hard part is like making it like I don't know. Making it broad enough. Like that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Making it broad, but also making it like pinpoint. Like yeah. Roaster. I'm trying to get better at them. I'm not on the cuff clever enough to make a roast.
See, the key is to always be thinking of them and having them in your back pocket.
Yeah, see, again, genial. Like that's not a thing I'm thinking about at all. Like
I'm always looking for the funny.
You don't be mean to be funny. That's not funny. That's just me.
No, man. Like I'm waiting. Like I'm gonna have 3 things to say to you, if ever you feel bold.
Really?
Yeah.
You just have that like on
always, always on deck.
I'm never.
You've seen this one?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Already know, man. Just cool and you feel
bro. What you doing, bro? This is my block. You
What?
tweaking, boy.
You know who I am, bro?
Who the fuck is you?
You don't know who I am?
Yeah,
Boy, you finna
fuck
find out. Your barbecue, boy. Sunday school special shirt ass, boy. Your ass look like an exotic cricket, your little ugly ass, boy. Tap dancing frog looking ass, boy. And you out here with them roses are red, violets are blue. My booty stink. How about you, fat pants ass, boy? And your ass got alligator tail on them bitches, boy. Them bitches got designated snake skin on them bitches, boy. My mama, boy, your ass out here dressed like a gangbanging Christian.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Kneecap head ass. Well polished elbow head ass. Sophisticated thumb head ass, boy. You ugly as hell on my mama, boy. Oh, baby, boy. Your ass got on some motherfucking low.
Right.
Need a little higher. Fat feet ass, boy. Your ass got shed aquarium fur on them bitches, boy. On my mama, your ass out smell like dookie and cut grass. Man, I'm out here. You already know.
That's a gangbanging Christian. That's so precise. Like that's so. I love that. That's so.
I remember before I said it. I said it to. It was one of the times I was going off with Antonio, and that was fun because it was like a practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
of just like the quick with it because that boy was
roasting.
sharp.
Roasting is
Antonio
kind
was always
Antonio,
on it.
Antonio and Majesty, and those are the ones I enjoyed it getting after it with.
roasting is kind of like freestyling. If you don't practice that stuff,
It goes.
like if you don't practice cracking on people, like
I told him he was built like a dirty Q-tip. That one felt good.
yeah.
Her Majesty does recycle.
He does recycle
Quite a bit.
Yeah, man, I will never forget what Majesty said. I think you were there. We were on the bus in Nolan's, and it was after everybody bought those cheap ass chains. After the French Quarter, you might not have been there.
I don't think I was there.
It just laid into Nick. Oh, and every now and then Majesty would just hit those bars that just like shut everything down, and there's Nick's just you have to exit.
Right. Because like some of those stuff like in that guy's one was like, you smell like dookie and cut grass. Like that's so like, but that's one of the big broad ones.
Exactly.
That's big and broad. Just saying someone smells like dookie is like, that's very, very broad. But then you also, like when you narrow it down to gangbanging Christian, like you get very like, that's the, yeah, so good roast to me
Got
are
the
either.
roses are red.
Violets are blue. My booty stink. How about you? Like,
see, that's what doesn't make sense. You love that, but you don't like Letterkenny.
because it's black.
There it is. Ah, great episode, ladies and gentlemen. All episode for me to get it to for him to say it.
Oh man.
You gonna end it right there?
Absolutely. I'm straight with that.
Thank you.